Alright, we are back with more Vintage Cube. This pack. Wow. There are so many different ways you can go here. Liliana, great card. Not a big fan of first picking her. There's a few decks she goes well in, but she doesn't just like slot into every deck. Time Spiral is just really fun. Love that card. Treachery, much better in other cubes. Still good in Vintage Cube though. And Ancient Tomb, just great colorless acceleration. And then Strip Mine, which such a dirty card. You can get so many free wins off of this. So, what are we gonna take? I honestly wish I could take a lot of cards in this pack. I want Thalia, Strip Mine, Smokestack, and Liliana. I just want to grab them all. How do you go wrong with Strip Mine? This plus Crucible just wins the game, and it slots into every deck, costs no mana, and you can just like cheat. Like it just feels like cheating when you play this card. You could follow it up with Rashad Port. Like your opponent just has no mana when you do this. It's so good. Alright, Dark Confidant. Dark Confidant goes really well with these two cards. Just draws you into more lands. We also would play Deathrite happily in this type of deck. Same with Mana Tithe, but I'm just gonna snap up this Confidant. This is a pretty good start. Whoa. Guys, I never realized there's this weird chubby abomination behind him. Like, his lip looks like a gross worm thing. I never noticed that was there. I always just looked at this guy, but he's like looking at him sideways like, dude, what are you doing? Why do you look like that? Ooh, Tidehollow Scholar or Mana Confluence. So both would be great in this deck. I know in this archetype, Mana Confluence definitely helps, or the color considerations are a huge limiting factor. It's unfortunate we already passed Liliana. She's probably not coming back around. Question is, will this wheel? This type of effect is something we would like as almost as many as we can get. Because if you you strip mine them, then you Tidehollow Scholar them, what else do they do? I think I'm gonna take Mana Confluence. This card comes around, and I mean we're basically colorless at this point, so I don't want to lock into like black white. Whereas this kind of makes any of our picks good. Ooh, Yawgmoth's Will, get back Strip Mine your guy, huh? Yeah, don't do that. Let's see. We want to be low to the ground, so I think we're between Banishing Light and Natural Order. These cards, Strip Mine, Port, also go very well in a green shell. And if you can go like, Land of War Elves into Natural Order for something like Progenitus, I think that's very, very powerful. I think this late is interesting as well, because Banishing Light is fine but replaceable. I'm gonna take Natural Order here, because yeah, like I said, this is replaceable. Very speculative. Okay, Chrome Box, man, and Mother of Runes. Kind of want both of these. So in this type of deck, you really, really want to prioritize these types of Chrome Boxes, because being able to strip mine your opponent and do something else, like if you go turn 1 strip mine Mother of Runes, that's such a strong play, because now you have board presence, they have nothing, and then they have to react to you. And if you follow that up with something like Rashad Port or a Wasteland or Thoughtseize to like hit some mana development, you've basically won the game for free. So unfortunately, I would like to have this card, but Chrome Mox is so powerful and also keeps us open to do anything. Okay, Stoneforge Mystic this late. I typically don't like this card, but first of all, there's nothing else in the pack that we're really going to play. I think Geist is in colors that are pretty difficult to achieve, and we already have Dark Confidant, so we're kind of incentivized to be black. I think we're giving up on Natural Order. And Stoneforge can find us equipment. We get something like Batterskull that's very good. Otherwise, there's Lingering Souls, which is another great way to win the game. But we're gonna take old Stoneforge and hope Thalia Wield. Ooh, Marsh Flats. There we go. Sorry, Wrath of God, but we've got some fixing to grab. So this next pack is the one for all the monies. Thalia Wield. Perfect. Thalia is so good in this archetype. Just think about it. Strip Mine. Then if we get a Mox in this deck, it would be insane. But if you go like turn 1 Strip Mine, turn 2 land Chrome Mox Thalia, your opponent can't do much of anything. Fortunately, we're not getting Smokestack, but that's fine. There's still Braids for us to grab. Not a huge fan of Silverblade Paladin in general, especially it being double white. I really like having 1 and 2 drops in this type of deck. But I'm also not a huge fan of Shriekmaw. Sorcery speed removal doesn't really get me going too much, so I'll take Silverblade, especially if we are Stoneforging. It's just a good card. Wow, I want every card in this pack. Deathrite gives us a lot of pressure. Probably Manatide that gives us a type of disruption that we won't be able to find elsewhere. I would love to take Shambling Vent as well, but getting a counterspell in white is so rare, and this is a completely irreplaceable effect. We wield Tide Hollow. I don't think we're doing any of these, but I really don't think this card is good. So I'll take Colonnade, I suppose. Oh, Mother of Runes, count me in. And a Grave Robber. This is one that exiles. I don't know if I'm main decking it, but it's an excellent sideboard card against any graveyard shenanigans. So this deck is looking awesome right now. Looking for Wasteland, Crucible, Fast Mana. We're taking Fast Mana over just about everything because the way this deck works is you take Fast Mana like Chrome Mox, Mox Diamond, I mean obviously the actual Moxen and Black Lotus, and then you just play a little bit of interaction like, you know, a Strip Mine or 2, some random dorks like Thalia, Dark Confidant, and you just kill them before they can do it. So let's see. The Owned Relic Order is just gonna wheel. It always does. I don't really like Signets in this deck too much. We could take Hypnotic Spectre. We can play it on turn 2, and that is a big threat. But there's also just Reanimate. I like Reanimate if this deck picks up Thoughtseize. I really do like Relic Warder, but it's very likely to come around. Karn's too expensive. We want our deck to be like 3s and less, at least. Because we want to spend all our mana on stuff like Rishadan Port, Strip Mine. Not Spectre. I mean, turboing this out early is really good. Resolve Signet. Yeah. I mean, it taps for the both colors. Just don't know. I'm not used to playing cards this bad. I mean, it's really powerful when it hits, you know? Alright, take it. We're sticking to our guns. Ooh, Library? Wow, there's a lot of cards in this pack we want. So Library is kind of ancillary, is that the word? Not necessarily a part of the strategy we're trying to accomplish, but it's just a busted card. There's also Mesmeric Fiend, which definitely helps the strategy we're trying to do. Basically, it's a creature that interacts with them. And then there's Lodestone Golem, which also is just a busted card and very, very good. If you can go like Lodestone, Thalia into Lodestone, your opponent can't cast any spells. I think here we take Library. It has a huge upside, especially on the draw, that it can just win you a game on its own. Ooh, Hymn to Torok? I think we're almost for sure gonna wheel this Sky Marcher, so we just take Hymn to Torok. Yeah. A lot of opponents can't deal with that much interaction early. There's Crucible to go with our Strip Mine. We don't have a black-white duel, so we really need to prioritize that. But we have Marsh Flats, Strip Mine, Crucible. Maybe we can wheel Hero, but this is very important. And we're looking for Wasteland. I'd probably take Wasteland over most cards now. So, Sword of Light and Shadow goes with Stoneforge, but it's really medium at that. Kind of like Selfless Spirit. It's a 2/1 flyer for 2 that can make our team indestructible. Evasive. Yeah, really the kind of threat we're looking for here. Goes along the lines of Mother Rune. Also, if you can like Selfless Spirit to protect a Thalia, that's really good too. Ooh, Pack Rat? Wow, this pack is everything. So Pack Rat is an excellent win condition in these types of decks. Legionnaire is also busted, and Sword of Feast and Famine is, I think, one of the better swords to have in this type of deck alongside Stoneforge. I think it's hard to say no to the Pack Rat. If you get like a tiny bit of interaction, protect him with a Mana Tithe, put a Selfless Spirit down, this guy can just take over a game so quickly. And we're likely to wheel at least one of those cards. So if we want top end, there's this Gideon. At 4 mana. His ultimate is extremely powerful, and he can poop out knights. I think that's enough better than Declaration and Stone that I will take this card. He is very powerful. Wow, okay, so Concealed Courtyard versus Student of Warfare. So this is almost exactly the type of card this deck wants. But we also want Concealed Courtyard so we can cast our spells, because we have 3 colorless cards right now. Oh, we are going to wheel that Sky March Aspirant as well as a 1-mana 2/1. That I think I just take the better mana. And Relic Water came around, perfect. This can just like eat an opponent's mocks or something. Okay, now we need to decide, do we want Mesmeric Fiend or Lodestone Golem? We don't have much in the way of mana ramp. So turboing out a golem is difficult. I think the better deck will play Lodestone Golem. There's more of this type of effect. This is the only card that does this. So now we have a choice. We can Enlighten Tutor to help us find more outs to get Crucible. And also Tutor for Tide Hollow and Lodestone Golem, and I guess Chrome Mox. Or we can just take a 2/1. I like Enlighten Tutor, I think. Ooh, Absent? I might play that. Okay, Sword of Light and Shadow Wield. I guess we'll take at least one sword over. I don't like Painful Truths, and Under the Pure is fine, but nothing great. Okay, Wall of Blossom's last pick. So this gives them pro from our deck, but the ability is really bad. Bad sword. Not sure if this was the right pick, but I think it just set us up to have the best possible deck. Oh, wow, okay. We have Oblivion Ring, Monastery Mentor, Bloodstained Mire. I think I want to take Bloodstained Mire. We really want to find like a Scrubland or Godless Shrine, especially to go with Murderous Cut, Crucible of Worlds. And we're just going to hope to wheel this Oblivion, because the mana requirements of this deck are extremely tough. Okay. Right Sail Freebooter. Sword of Body and Mind is actually an excellent. It just lets us kill our opponent so quickly, but milling your opponent is an extremely sketchy endeavor, as I've won many games when my opponent hit me with a sword and I'm like, oh, thank you, I got my reanimation target, or I had Yawgmoth's Will in hand and they gave me the cards I needed. So I think I'm going to be taking one of these over the sword. Is that crazy? That might be crazy. How much creature removal do you have? Very little. Dark Confidant, Hymnator Arc, Selfless Spirit. Almost none. So we might be taking Fiend Hunter over the Freebooter. This does have flying, but we have very few ways to deal with an actual resolved creature right now. So I like taking the Fiend Hunter. Ooh, getting past Jace the Mind Filter is tough. I think here we take Revoker. This card's very good, locking down mana. Yeah, we only got one piece of fast mana, unfortunately. So this deck's not as good as it could be. I think you need at least 2 to get to be really excited about this deck. We took Fiend Hunter over the Freebooter last time. The question is now, how many of these effects do we want? And what do we want our mana curve to look? I think I like taking Brain Maggot here. The card is very good. Ophiomancer. So Tundra, we have Marshfats, Blunsteinmire. Does not work there. Elspeth is just too expensive. What does Resto Angel look? I like Ophiomancer as well. I'm just looking at both. We don't have much in the way of good blinkable creatures. Maybe Relic Order. So I think we just grab Ophiomancer. There's also consideration for Mutavault. Lands that are spells are very powerful, but trying to cast Hymn to Torok, how much fixing do we have? 1, 2, 3 fixing? Yeah, I'm gonna take Mutavault. We only need 1 more playable, I think. Dark Ritual, ooh, Karakas. Karakas is really good. Good with Thalia to protect. And just save us some games in the late game as well. Either that or just a Chupacabra. Just as like a much better Fiend Hunter. And Dark Ritual would be good if we had like a Liliana. We can use it to turbo out Hypnotic Spectre, but aside from that, our deck is mostly white. Chupacabra, Karakas. I think I'm going to wheel the Banisher Priest, which is kind of like Chupacabra. I'll just take the Karakas here. In case you haven't noticed, I like having lands with effects on them. So Myriad Angel is a good sideboard card for the dirtily matchups. Ooh. Ooh, Sword of War and Peace? That kills our opponent very quickly. There's also Benelish Marshal. It's a 3 mana 3/3. But that does pump our whole team a lot. I can't afford Noble Hierarch. Winter Orb is decent interaction. But let's see. Sword or Benelish Marshal? I think I'm gonna take Sword. Murderous Cut or Gitaxian? Gitaxian Probe is actually pretty sweet. But I think Murderous Cut is just too efficient, right? We do stuff like Strip Mine and whatnot. Yeah, I'll take this. Antax. Fine. I'm gonna take Kitchen Finks in case we play against Mono Red. Maybe I main deck it. It is, I guess, a pretty resilient threat, huh? And Sword of Light and Shadow can do work against in an attrition matchup. Ooh, okay. Anguished Unmaking versus Spectral Procession. I think we're gear hulking. It's just so expensive. We have a lot of threats. I'm gonna take 1 more versatile removal. Olivia, doesn't really matter. We're not playing any of these. I'm gonna take our Banisher Priest. What savages? Okay, so counting Chromox. Lion's Eye Diamond. Can't really do anything with that. The Linval is good against mono green. Stops them from tapping for mana. Alright, the deck is decent, not quite as good as I would have liked. We have 24 spells. And we just have Crucible plus Strip Mine. Is that enough of a reason to run Enlightened Tutor? I think I just cut this card. Yeah, I think that's fine. I really wish we had Armageddon in our deck. I feel like I passed it once. Armageddon is the reason to play this type of deck. So definitely playing these. this. I think I like Bloodstained Mire because of Crucible. Romox getting in there. The land slot. And E4. Okay, we don't need any forests. Silly magic on. How many white do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 white sources. Yeah, we're gonna bump that up a bit. Black sources we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not an amazing rate or likelihood of casting him to Torok on turn 2. But what are you gonna do? Maybe we do play. Wait, do we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Maybe we cut Unexpectedly Absent just to play Mutavault? Is that crazy? I don't think that's crazy. That reduces our like white requirement. Gives us another land that's also a spell. Because we're playing Strip Mine and Rishadan Port. And Library. I need that many land. Good with Pack Rat. Stoneforge Sword. Helps us cast Gideon. Or becomes 4/2. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play the land. See you guys round 1. Oh, welcome to round 1. Oh yeah. Our opponent mulliganed to 6. They're on the play, and we can him to Torok them. I'm down for that. So we could theoretically go turn 1 Bloodstained Mire Chromox. Bloodstained Mire Chromox exiling Anguished Unmaking. Him to Torok you. Then the following turn have 3 mana. Or we can go Chromox Rishadan Port. No, because we're trying to hit lands. We want to hit lands with this Hymn to Torok. Anguish Unmaking. We need the double black. Alright, we hit lands. Satisfied with that. And we have Rishadan Port to tap down this forest. Well. On a shot. Oh, we cannot cast Kitchen. Let's jam a Selfless. Oh, we can cast Kitchen Fink. Oh. The old double color identity. This is much better because now we can cast Finks. And then we can set up Selfless Spirit Rishadan Port. Well, we didn't really lock our opponent off any. Let's. That. Spirit. And I think think I want to just tap them off of green here. No, they can then use Fauna Shaman, but green is the way that they are most likely to find mana. And given that they have J-Light Ranger, they conceded. Okay. That works. Yeah, being many colors against us is kind of sketchy. I kind of like the pro black from this card. Linvala seems good. So Linvala is coming in something. Maybe Anguish Unmaking. Then in that case I really like Mutavault. Yeah, we're gonna run it back. Oh yeah. Come on, no plays. No. Okay. Well, now we have some decision. We have a couple decisions. I don't think it's very useful to just strip mine them and pass. Because they could just level up Tree Speaker. Although, if we strip mine them and they don't have mana to level up Tree Speaker, then we're in a good spot. Alternatively, we can just set up Pack Rat. So, we're all inning on one of two options. Either we go, strip mine your thing, and then we have to pass. We can't even hold up Mana Tithe. If they don't have another green source, they cannot level this up. And then we can set up for... Yeah, actually I like that a lot. If they don't have green, which their deck is 3 colors, so that's kind of likely that they don't. And then we can play Pack Rat next turn, exiling the Hypnotic Spectre. And we can just start pumping out dudes. Okay, they did have the forest, but I think it was definitely worth the play. Now we are more behind. Oh, jeez. I don't... Okay, you have Fast Bond, but no lands to play. Well, in that case, that's fine. So we're going to play... I feel like having Karakas in hand just in case they play Legendary. We have Chromox on black. So Karakas, Chromox, exiling Hypnotic Spectre. Cast a Pack Rat. We're just gonna Pack Rat to victory. Because they seem stunted on mana. Ooh. We need white mana. Don't really need double black, but I don't see us... Oh, this is all creature types. We're definitely keeping that. And we're gonna give them the option to trade Pack Rat. I'm just gonna get in for one because I would like to hold up Mana Tithe. There's a lot of 5 mana plays that could be pretty bad for us here. And then after this we can have Bloodstained Mire to make rats and Mana Tithe. Master of the Wild Hunt. Oh, they can't really get big enough to kill our rats. That's fine. Card silver. We can find a plains, that'd be ideal. Field courtyard. Then we can set up a Gideon emblem. How likely is it, do we think, that we're going to need to mana? Because we can go Bloodstained Mire. But then we can't cast Gideon. And just embleming Gideon? Actually, embleming Gideon is actually just worse than making pack rats, isn't it? Yeah, we're making all the rats here. So we're gonna make a potentially sketchy play here. We're gonna swing in to Master the Wild Hunt. What appears to be offering a trade, but we have Mutavault back. And we can get a swamp here. Make a pack rat. Bring up Mana Tithe. Suppose we just discard Concealed Courtyard, right? Yeah. So he can make a 2/2 wolf, but he's gonna have a hard time killing 3/3 pack rat. And if they do something crazy, we can Mutavault. Sure. Don't mind that card. And Protector is your last card. Don't want you having blockers. And I don't have to hold up Mana Tithe anymore. Okay. But we drew Mana Confluence, which means we can make our guys 5/5s. So they would trade, so the double block doesn't even work. Yeah, that's right. 2, yeah. Univolt doing work over here. Yes, they don't pump other rats. Makes sense. So let's see. If they double block here, they take 10. They go to 1 if they double block. If they block here and here, I guess they take 10. Okay, so there's really no reason to swing in with Mutavault. I kind of regret activating it. Oh, now they can kill my Mutavault. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. Don't do what I did. They did not kill my Mutavault. Okay. Homage. See what you can draw. Yeah, so their play there was to Master the Wild Hunt. Tap this wolf, kill Mutavault. They take 2 less damage. They go to 5. I'm down 1 land. And they still die. Alright, slight misplay. See you guys round 2. Welcome to round 2. This hand has no disruption per se, but we have Thalia into Lodestone Golem. Protected by Mother of Runes. Ooh, never mind. This hand is great. Question is, do we Dark Confidant first or do we Thalia first? I think it really depends on what our opponent does. They appear to be heavy blue. Signet. If we play Thalia, we cannot Anguished Unmaking. But we are insulated from a Planeswalker. I like getting Thalia down. Just slowing them down is a great way to make our game better. And we're not going to attack with Mother of Runes. He is a great protector. Okay, yeah, Thalia seems good against a Tolarian Academy deck. Pretty excited about that situation. So next turn we can jam Dark Confidant. Less excited about Lodestone Golem against a Tolarian Academy deck. It is what it is. I lead with Plains. Hit for 2. Our good friend Dark Confidant. Repeal. Impulse, sure. 3-mana Impulse is much worse than 2-mana Impulse. So whatever they play, we can Anguished Unmaking it. As long as it's not like a Planeswalker that impacts the board. But we have Mother of Runes to protect any of our creatures. And if they do nothing, we probably just jam Lodestone Golem. Good luck casting spells. I really want to find Strip Mine for this Academy, though. Because I think that's one way they can get out from under this Thalia lock. Them doing nothing is good. Ooh, Mana Tithe? Mana Tithe is 4. First strike, normal. And really do anything? Let's just play Lodestone Golem. Make it even harder for them to cast spells. Or please tell me they passed turn after I cast that without realizing they couldn't play Factor Fiction. I think that's what happened. Oh man, and then they're gonna do it this turn and I can Mana Tithe. Okay, Vertus Gear Hulk is decent. But 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 5-mana Anguished Unmaking. So we can Fiend Hunter for 3. And Tide Hollow Scholar. I'm gonna lead with Tide Hollow Scholar, I think. Just leave them with really nothing to cast. Oh no, it's for 4. Oh, that's bad. Factor Fiction, Gilded Lotus, Treachery, Upheaval, Wildfire. So Wildfire's... I didn't click anything. Oh god, am I gonna die? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's so bad. Now I can't attack with anything? I really didn't click it. It must have like slipped and I accidentally clicked it, but mistakenly thinking that I could cast Fiend Hunter really cost us a lot this. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, because we can't even. Can they treachery? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any land and they can cast treachery and steal a creature. What does that look like actually? Because the creature will be tapped unless they take this. But we have Manatide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Treachery costs 7. Yeah, I'm just gonna get in actually. I don't know why I'm telling you what I would have taken, but I think we're still fine. So do this. We have Manatide up to protect our team. Protection from. And they're just dead to us exiling their thing. They try and go land Treacher, we can do Manatide for 3. Five. See what they drew. Six mana. I mean, they're dead on board if they just play loaded. Thalia Lodestone is such a sick combo. You got, man. The slow roll is intense. So if we counter Lotus, they're just tapped out. There's something to be said for You were dead on board anyway. I guess they don't know that they were dead. Let's give him that. See what Dark Confidant hits. Fiend Hunter. GG. Okay. So game 2, they're base blue. You don't have much in the way of removal. Kind of actually like. Oh no, pro red. Yeah, they have Wildfire. This can be good. Area Angel, effectively absent, can bounce something like a Gilded Lotus. Really set them back. But Anguished Unmaking can do that. I guess it costs more mana. Do I want efficiency or perfect exile? Also Gideon, which plays around. We're just gonna do it like that. Alright, we're at round 2. Oh yeah, this hand's great. And by great I mean we have Dark Confidant, so snap keep. We could draw the Chrome Mox, that would be so busted. Yeah, just imagine having a Mox in this hand. We go turn 1 Dark Confidant. Turn 2, like Stoneforge, grab a sword. Just so good. Ooh, there's a Pack Rat too. Can Pack Rat outrace Wildfire? I think I'd rather lead with Confidant. No Mother of Runes this time to save him, but oh yeah, drawing cards feels good. Ooh, Mutavault's nice too. I think I just hit and go from. Well, so we're gonna play Thalia or Stoneforge. We have plenty of land, so I kind of want to wait till turn 5 for Pack Rat. Give me that sword. Better to deploy your hand quickly, because we are going to do some work. Factor Fiction, sure. So, Walking Ballista can kill Dark Confidant. Your Hulk is quite annoying. Mana Drain is fine. You can't do anything with that. And Raphaelos is kind of hilarious. So, I don't want them to have both Ballista and Gear Hulk. We're gonna do. Because they can play Raphaelos and hold up Mana Leak or Mana Drain. That would be kind of annoying. Ballista goes there. They can play Ballista for just 2 and Raphaelos. Ballista, Raphaelos, or Mana Drain Gear Hulk. I think I like these piles. As they just have Mana Drain. Basically, I'm incentivizing them to take this pile. Because it seems like I have no way to deal with Gear Hulk. Which I really don't. But they take this pile. It makes our Pack Rat a little bit more difficult to work. But that's okay. Because they really are incentivized to kill our Dark Confidant before we get to draw another card with it. Because our hand is completely loaded right now. He took the 3. Okay. We know these 3 are in their hand. Tundra was not in the listed. So probably Ballista for 2. Plus Raphaelos here. Not a bad play. Or something completely different. Okay, Ballista for 2. And if they hit Dark Confidant, think given this situation, we just play Gideon and start making. It's really hard for them to kill him. Oh. Keeping Stoneforge back just to even chump. Because now our game plan is protect the crown of Gideon. Wildfire is not even good anymore either. I mean, it's fine, right? We keep Gideon around. Biggest issue. What do they have? Oh, they went first, right? I was gonna say, how are they more lands in play than us? Figured it out. So I do kind of want to get this on something. So if they try and Wildfire or like Bonfire, Slagstorm survives. I really hope this is just them putting a counter on Ballista. That would be sick. Also, after looking at their deck, I don't know how I feel about Firestone. Don't know how I feel about Tolarian Academy. Okay, so I think they're just hoping that I don't block. That was weird. I drew Mana Tithe, so that's good. Gideon, let's make a knight. Back with the other knight. And Gideon would be chumping. Yeah, I think I like attacking here. Now we play Caracas. And let's see. We play Lodestone Golem, they level up, kill it. For this turn, and then for the next turn. And they're walking Ballista dies. Yeah. That's a pretty good situation for us. You could I guess I want to keep up Caracas. Because they discarded Mana Drain. Okay. So, yeah, if you want to just level up, that's fine. Suppose we're not actually keeping up Mana Tithe, are we? Keep getting myself with this effect. Well, we're not dying to Upheaval or Wildfire, because they only have 6 mana. But that was kind of a misplay. I still think it's great to get this into play. Heck, Gideon. No attacks, nothing. Okay. Hmm. Like Strip Mine. I can't really play an equipped sword, can I? But why do I need to? I just keep making Gideon tokens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The Walking Ballista can go to a 3/3 block golem or something. This is actually kind of interesting. We plus Gideon. Okay, let's see what happens. We plus Gideon, he becomes a 5/5. Then they block Gideon, kill Golem, take 4. That's not so good. If we don't, then they make it a 3/3. They block Golem, kill a Knight. You know, I kind of want to just lead with Fiend Hunter. But if we Fiend Hunter, then we can't Mana Tithe. Life is hard, man. Life is hard. Okay, we're making a token. Then hitting with everything. They add a token to a counter to Ballista. Yep. Okay. Ballista's now a 3/3. And they actually cannot kill Lodestone Golem here. So what we can do is equip Sword of War and Peace. And then they need to level it up even more to kill Gideon. Or we could just Fiend Hunter it right now. I think I just like Fiend Hunter here. Play Strip Mine. I'm pretty sure that's how damage works. They can only ping for 1 now. Okay. Oh, doesn't work. Oh. Can choose and I'll just say no. No, I don't want to use it. Post combat, do I strip mine anything? The same as Mana Tithe. But strip mine plays better post upheaval. Actually, Mana Tithe does. So we're gonna kill your planes. Oh wait, green, they have Raphaelos in hand, we know that. Yeah, we're gonna cut them off of Raphaelos mana. Okay, that was a very long turn. But I think it ended up pretty good for us, because Lodestone Golem's still in play. And we can't protect anything with Mana Tithe unless they kill him and then play a spell, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wildfire and Upheaval are both castable for them. But Wildfire doesn't do a whole lot because we have Gideon plus Mutavault. Upheaval does some, but we can float a white and then counter whatever they play on the way down. So it's looking like they're upheavaling. Wonder if I should have actually Fiend Huntered my own Lodestone Golem there. An interesting thing to consider. I don't think they floated a mana. They did not float a mana or play a spell? Okay. And they played a land before upheavaling? That's funny. Right? Hard to say. We're gonna discard a lot as well, but that doesn't do a whole lot for them. Other runes, discarding Arrakis, Sword, Swamp. I like Fiend Hunter. Probably Lodestone Golem. Now we can just start librarying. Oh. Annotate your signet. Ah! Guys, we messed up. We're supposed to draw first. Draw first. There you go. And we play a pack rat with protection. They play another signet, we can relic order that one. Oh, we will Fiend Hunter him. Ooh. Will we? I think not. Nice forest. Go. They play any artifact acceleration as well, we can relic order it. This is your last turn to do anything important. Yep. So relic order off of Caracas and still be able to draw off library. That's pretty nice. Because we just need the double white here. Guess I might as well play Caracas. Could have some utility. Eat your signet. Yes. Last turn. Next turn, once the magic happens. Because now we can Gideon with all our dudes out and still keep strip mining every turn. They have 5 mana. British Gearhulk is dead. What's 5 mana? Treachery. Gilded Lotus we can deal with. We can just go Anguished Unmaking plus Strip Mine. Yeah, Treachery is fine. I think, yeah, that just means that was their last ditch effort. Oh, blue. Mother of Ruins is dumb. Mom is dumb. So we can go. Probably just going to Fiend Hunter. The Raphaelos. Strip Mine. Put them off of white, because Balance is a card that could really get us here. Hit with these guys. A 2/2. So that they're dead next turn. And that should do it. Factor Fiction? Oh, they already cast that. What costs 4? Harmonize, sure. I like that they're playing it out. Respect. Pay off of red. 1, 2, 3, 4. Creature. Kill him. Good games. Alright guys. We won a game. And we will see you round 3 in the finals. Hello, welcome to round 3. We are currently 2-0 with we're 4-0, I guess. In the finals of this match, we're going first. Yeah, it's good. Obviously we'd like another planes, but beggars can't be choosers. I guess it depends on what we see from them turn. Kind of want a brain maggot here. Grim Monolith, Oracle, Painful Truth. Oh, this looks good. So we can take Grim Monolith. Or, we don't have enough white, do we? Because they play Grim Monolith turn 2. Then we Relic Warder the Monolith. And they cast Painful Truths. Also, Garrick is obnoxious. So maybe we let them have Monolith and Painful Truths. Because Painful Truth is only X equals 2, and we just take Garrick. Yeah, I like that. And if we hit a plains, then our hand's actually busted. Oh, why does it show it twice? Womp. Womp, Forest, Garrick. Monolith, Oracle. Womp. Why is it 3 times? 2, 3, 4. Grim Monolith resolves. What did they play? Plays Forest. So Forest is gone, and Grim Monolith is. Okay, so we know their hand except for the one they just drew. Oh, that's absolutely perfect. Relic Ward of the Monolith. Hit with this. Annotate your Painful Truths. Kind of want to Manatide the Oracle. I don't mind Painful Truths there. And we have double black, double white, so I think I fetch end of turn, so I don't want to draw more lands. I need triple black for anything? Oh, okay. Just because I have Manatide, I want Self-Spirit mana. Hit. And we Selfless Spirit, we Manatide the Oracle, and then we're really set up. If we had drawn Strip Mine or something there, that would be so nice. Having 5 lands just to play an Equipped Sword next turn is pretty good too. Counter that. And are they dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12? Basically. We just absolutely decimated their hand. Ooh, we could play Lodestone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we could plain equip sword. Best card. Do I want to play Lodestone? That really slows them down. Sword hits for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 5. It puts them at 2. Yeah, that seems better. They're in green. You can use it to protect from, I guess. Your worst. Okay, game 2. Green black. Sort of light and shadow gives pro black. And Linvala gives. I think I'm gonna preemptively bring in Linvala for. I mean, Crucible can still just get you, so I like keeping that in. Relic Warder seemed okay. Chaotic Spectre is nice. Fiend Hunter is good. What did I take out? Oh, I didn't take out anything. What do I want to take out for Linvala? Revoker? Is Linvala just a better Revoker? I don't think so. I'm gonna wait until I actually see Mana Dorks, because they could be like not playing that many. Oh yeah. Turn 1 Mom, turn 2 Dark Confidant, and they mulliganed? Oh. Getting Mana Type does suck, I'll give them that. I don't mind drawing a few more lands, so I'll keep that one in play. Please let me untap with Mom. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Don't you dare. Oh. I don't like that. A lot of mana. Played the wrong land. Punished a little bit. We're getting a swamp with this for sure. Oh, that level of mana acceleration might just get us. But I suppose next turn we can into Torok if they're just doing more setup. But that would have been very good. They don't have any green. Grave Titan? Not Grave Titan. Actually, we can deal with Grave Titan. Mind Twist? Ballista for 3? Oh, God. Rip. Rip creatures. Definitely bring in Sword of Light and Shadow. So here I think we definitely just him to Torok. Then we can Fiend Hunter their guy next turn and we can just start doing work with Horde. Wow, they really kept that just on Ballista again. They drew a land? What? Oh, they're just gonna pump. Oh. They draw green, they're prepared or something. Okay, Crucible is nice. Fiend Hunter you. Sword of Light and Shadow would be very good here. Ooh. Definitely a no to the Fiend Hunter. And the cards they kept in hand were insane. They got a Shriekmaw? Good keeps by them. Courtyard enters tapped. Couple of worlds. And marsh flats. I have a plains. And we're gonna have to race them by gaining life off sword, which is actually not that hard to do. And hope they just didn't draw anything there. Okay. Well, now I'm really glad with my hits off. Ooh, that's good too. 1, 2, 3, 1. Plain equipped sword. I think it's better than just kitchen thing. I mean, we can do both, right? Reason to tap mana confluence. Game 2. And I think if we can fade one more draw step, then we might be okay. Yes. That might just be. Although they have like infinite mana. Gonna hit again so we can gain maximum life here. Kitchen Finks. Marsh Flats. Tide Hollow Sculptor. And we're gonna make it so they can't even attack with Freak Maw. Now it's an artifact. So, what'd you draw this turn? Is it busted? Appears to be a spell. Don't like. Okay. That could be worse. Rock has bounced that. Now they have to activate it right now. And that's a rough spot. Ooh, Massacre Worm would be dirty. Turn an online card of your opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. So Freylease can make an elf or destroy. Probably would destroy the sword. Unfortunately, I can't kill both green swords. Avenger of Zendikar is dumb, would just kill us. Walking Ballista, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't like the idea of a 3/3 Walking Ballista, so suppose you can have a Freylease. Yeah, because Avenger of Zendikar is just giant. So sword goes onto this for max damage. Because this is 6 in the air. Playing to 1, okay. Rip mine. Green source? Freylease is gonna kill the sword. But Selfless Spirit stays around, so they need to draw something here. So I guess I protect. Yeah, I kind of want to protect Selfless Spirit. And what'd you draw? Alright, that was a solid 3-0-6-0 with this deck. Details, view your deck. So, looks like we did need the extra Moxen after all. Just interacting with lands is very powerful. Great. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.